अरशद शरीफ कत्ल केस में ये ताज़ा इंकशाफ सामने आया है कि अरशद शरीफ को कत्ल करने से पहले उन पर मुबैना तौर पर बहिमाना तशद्दुद किया गया था। इससे बज़ाहिर ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो किसी इत्तेफाकी हादसे का शिकार नहीं हुए थे, बल्कि उन्हें बाकायदा मनसूबाबंदी से कत्ल किया गया था। इस केस में कीनिया पुलिस की जानिब से अब तक क्या तहकीकात हुई हैं, क्या पेशरफ्त हुई है, इसी पर बात करने के लिए हमें इस वक्त ज्वाइन किया है कीनिया से क्राइम एंड इन्वेस्टिगेटिव जर्नलिस्ट न्याबोगा कियागी। सर, वेलकम टू द शो। जफर हिलाली साहब विल प्रोसीड।
How do you do? My name is Zafar Hilaly, and a lot of people are watching our show, and there is incredible interest in this case in Pakistan. So we would want to hear from you. We would desperately want to hear from you. What do you think? Why do you think that this man who was killed had to be tortured for a couple of hours before he was actually killed? Do you have any information as to why they were so cruel with him?
Thank you so much for the invitation. Maybe to start with, from the current investigations, from what I learned, what I gathered, it's not a fact that the journalist was tortured.
He wasn't tortured?
The postmortem report in Pakistan shows that there are signs of torture on his body, and his nails were removed, and there are bruises on this body. Have you ever seen the postmortem report of the Kenya?
Yeah, I've seen both postmortem reports.
The postmortem report.
I also sat down with that. I've seen both of them. I've seen the Kenyan one and I've seen the Pakistan one.
No,
so which one is correct?
I can tell. All those postmortems, they are talking about the same thing. I don't know where or this news that I was tortured for some hours came from, because I sat down with a pathologist. I was as well confused, and the pathologist said the same. All the reports indicate the same thing.
Have you visited
the same thing? By that you mean torture? His nails were pulled out.
Do you have a copy of the postmortem that was conducted there? Show me where it says there was torture. I'll really appreciate if you have the copy, you share with me.
Okay. The copy is there.
Because the copies that I have.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I have the copies.
No, the copy is with the
So
medical superintendent of Pakistani hospital, a big hospital, and he confessed in a TV show that the signs of the torture were seen on his body, and he confessed in front of the people and on the television show.
Yeah.
But one thing is, have you visited the place where Mr. Shashiv has been living, and have you interviewed those two guys?
In fact, 8 hours later, after it was reported that he had passed on, he had been shot, I went to the scene of crime. And I also went to Amoda, Kenya, where he was staying, where he stayed over the weekend. And if at all there was a problem, or if at all something was if the authorities in Kenya were lying, then probably we could not be having investigations ongoing on the same.
No, I mean, I have come to know, Mr. Qazi.
No, if you have, yeah.
Yes, go ahead, please. You were saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, if you have a copy where it says that he was tortured, I'll appreciate.
All right. You don't think that, in other words, the post-mortem report that you have seen in Kenya does not suggest anything about torture. Is that correct?
It doesn't.
Mm-hmm. So what was the motive?
What was the
motive behind the murder? But how you assess the motive behind the murder? Because there has to be a motive.
Yeah.
Or it's a case of mistaken identity.
That's what I told you. If at all there was something that was not adding up, then for sure the 10 GSU officers who were manning that roadblock could have not been questioned by now. But I want to tell you for sure that the investigations are ongoing. And the body that is investigating those things is not even the police. In Kenya, we have a body known as the Independent Policing Oversight Authority. That is the body that usually investigates police on matters of judicial killings, on matters of brutality and everything. And I can tell you for sure that the body will give results of what transpired. And the officer who shot the gun will be arrested. That is something you will get it from me.
Well, that's good. It's good to know that somebody as reliable as you are there to tell us exactly what he's saying. But I would point out that, as you know, 2 Indians were killed in a very similar way, and 9 Kenyan policemen were indicted for their murder. And those Indians were making a documentary apparently on the corruption of Mr. Moody. And they too were killed. Do you know of that case?
I know of that case.
I can give you the names of the two gentlemen. One was Kidwai and the other was Zafar Hilaly.
I know. But I want to correct you on something. Those guys were not here in the country to make any documentary. In fact, one of them does not even live in India. One of them lives in Dubai. It's the other one who came from India. Are you getting it clear? So
No,
when they came to Kenya, they were working. They were working. Kindly give me some time. You've asked me a question, I'm giving you answers. They were working closely with the team, the communication team and the IT team that was supporting President Dr. William Ruto. That is why immediately after he took the presidency, he said the unit should be investigated, and if at all they are found guilty, they'll be arrested. And currently, as we speak, yesterday, 8 out of the 9 police officers who are at the SSU team are currently in jail. The court ruled that they'll be in jail until the investigations are done. So I fail to understand where this issue of a documentary being done about somebody else comes from.
So one thing is that there are plenty of Pakistani businessmen who are there, and they have an interest in Kenya, and there is a news that during the ambassadorship of Mr. Kidwai, the family of Sharif also had an empire in Kenya. Did you ever investigate about their interest in Kenya?
Investigate about?
The people from Kenya and our present Prime Minister, Mr. Sharif family, do have some financial interest in Kenya. It was established when Mr. Kidwai was the ambassador of Pakistan in Kenya.
You are talking about the two people who were last seen with Mr. Sharif?
Yeah, Sharif's family's interest, business interest in Kenya.
Who had interest in Kenya? I'm not getting the question clear.
No, what my friend is asking you is that, do you know of any business interest or large business interest by those people who are accused of being with him or who are allegedly with him and who had invited him, according to Pakistan's information, and were sponsors of his visa? Did you know anything about them? Do you know their background?
Yes. Yeah. As well, the same information that you have is what we have. They are the people who invited him to the country. Number one, they have invested in a hotel that is known as Amodam Ekwenge, which is located in Kajiado West, in Kajiado County. That is along Magadi Road. It's around 218 kilometers from the city.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much.